Alright, so right here we are rendering video on a 24 CPU AMD Sempron processor, which is 2 GHz a core, and it's 24 cores dual CPU. We have total of 96 gigabytes of RAM, which currently is being used 31 gigabyte from it, so it's like 30% of RAM only used. As you can see, there's not 100% of CPU usage. 40, well, average would be of 50, around 50. This is the server, and this is the computer itself. And the videos are being, the video file which has been rendered has been taken from a separate hard drive. The Media chat preview files is on another hard drive, and the file itself is being exported on another file. The video itself is 3 hours long, 2.3 hours I guess, and it's already rendering half an hour, so you can see from the dial half an hour, so basically you would say 3.5 hours should take, or a little bit more. But the idea is still that it doesn't use the 100% of CPU. It isn't much faster. Like how the seconds are counting: 43, 41, and before I was rendering on my Surface Pro 3, which was obviously at the time scale I would say the same. So the thing is that I would really recommend, if you're doing like rendering exporting, that you do it on fast CPUs like 3.4 gigahertz, not like 2 gigahertz, and you're using the SSD drives because they're much faster. The read and write files much faster, and these hard drives. Let's check what are the hard drive usages. But the good point of this is that the computer itself is pretty useful. It's not slower a bit. It's pretty useful. You can read the same file. You can edit it. Okay, let's see the hard disks. Disk activity. Okay, it's because I'm copying files on the background. This why it's 50 bytes, but I'm looking on the EO. Wait, I'll just check on which drive I'm B. The video files are on the B. They are exporting at I. So let's see. Which is the B? Oh, and all the files are in the memory. All the files are in the memory. So let's see. Disk B, some usage obviously, and disk I, also some usage obviously, but it's not full usage. So the thing is, I would recommend also is that the bus drive itself this has 1333 megahertz of RAM cards inside, but I would suggest you get the maximum. So if you want to do faster and faster rendering, you need faster RAM cards like 2.1 gigahertz and so on, and use SSD drives. So that way you can hit all 100% of your CPU, and rendering process itself exporting would be much faster. But let's see how fast does the video work here. So still is a huge delay. Okay, this is darker side of the video. Okay, there is a delay, but let's turn down 1/4. So you turn down to 1/4, the full HD video, which is filmed on Panasonic Lumix GH4, plays back real nicely, although it's still rendering and exporting a video file. So if we click on the media encoder itself, all the CPU works the same. There's nothing higher and lower than that. And still we are exporting 3 hours, 52 minutes and 55 seconds. So it's nothing quite faster. Okay, it gets a little bit faster. Because on Windows 7 there's the issue that, for example, if I open internet, the more CPU has been given to the internet. So if I click on at the encoder, the more CPU and more system power is being given to the program which is opened on top, like tasks scheduling or something. So okay, thank you for watching. Hope this video gave you some insights that having lots of cores doesn't actually increase the rendering time, but by having a special like hardware for rendering exporting videos, basically you need a fast FSB, which is the speed of the RAM cards and the motherboard itself, and then you just need higher frequency processors. This is 2 GHz, but I suggest you get 3.4 or so and much higher. Therefore, it can render much faster. And also get fast drives. This is a standard SATA 7200 RPM, but you get at least 15,000 RPM, or get SSD drives. So okay, as you can see, if I open the media exporter on front, the CPU gets a little bit higher. 54, 60, 46, 40, 68, and so on and so on. And the exporting time, okay, the exporting time obviously the same. So okay, thank you for watching. Enjoy your time.